They look like ordinary Somali women. Friendly profile pictures, everyday captions, family photos, posts about food and culture. Names like Rama Abgal, Sara Dir, Amira Amhara, Amal Rahnawan, Mariam Johar scroll across the screen. At first glance, nothing unusual. But when we pull back the curtain, a pattern emerges. Account creation dates cluster together. A graph shows a massive spike in new accounts and activity in late 2024 and early 2025. Many of these profiles simultaneously changed their usernames in September 2023, and despite Somali personas, several accounts trace back to Egypt and North Africa. Behind the friendly faces, an organized network is moving in sync. We analyzed thousands of posts. Over 3,000 tweets reveal a startling rhythm. Activity peaks every day between 9 and 11 in the morning London time, then drops sharply, more like an office shift than spontaneous social media use. Engagement cycles match almost exactly across accounts, suggesting automation or centralized management rather than independent users. The messages are curated. Keywords cluster around Somalia, Mogadishu, the Muslim Brotherhood, Al-Shabaab, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. The network pushes a consistent set of narratives, linking the Muslim Brotherhood to Al-Shabaab, criticizing Somalia's military agreements, especially with Turkey, supporting the Yemeni Transitional Council and South Yemen separatists, and attacking Turkish influence in Sudan and Somalia. This campaign uses a Trojan horse approach. Accounts build trust by posting about nature, daily life, and what they call digital nationalism. Once they have followers, the content shifts toward targeted political messaging, amplifying chosen narratives across the region. So what does this mean for digital awareness and civic discourse? How do communities recognize and respond when manufactured networks pose as locals to shape opinions and policy debates? And who profits when national sentiment is being engineered far from the land it claims to represent? How can digital awareness be protected from these accounts? Is digital nationalism being manufactured thousands of miles from the people it claims to speak for?